Mrs. Flannel herself. Alice Jones.
Okay, is this good? Yeah, hi, my name is Alice Jones. Most of the people know me here, I guess. I had an idea. Oh yeah, I think I can read it this way. I had an idea, like to read some poetry that I've written, before, and then look back, like from the perspective of being older, whatever. So, okay, so if I could read it, here we go. Angel in Flannel. In the barn of your grandfather's farm, in the hay we made love. Awkward as it was your first time. We walked through the woods. I admired the sun highlighting your long wavy hair, my angel in flannel. You seemed poor somehow, and that scared me. And I never returned your calls. And 20 years later, we're talking on the phone, and you talk about old photos and the barn, and you want me to jitterbug in Baltimore. But I say, I don't know how. You say you'll lead. I say, I'll step on your toes. But you don't care, because you just want me in your arms again. And I do know many years later he became a teacher and got married and anyway. Steve Harvey was his name. Okay. Philadelphia. He lives in Philadelphia. Anyway, okay. But that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes, like looking back, you know.
Hey, I was gonna say if he was a teacher in Baltimore, maybe he just wanted to sage his teachers.
But he just he retired. So okay. But yeah. Okay. Bad poetry. You're upset because I read a poem about violence in my life. Said I should have known better, since poetry should be pretty. But my life is sometimes ugly too. Now that you're beginning to know me, you can see I'm not a stupid, naive girl in awe of you. I'm a woman who's had a life. And I look at you, a Jewish doctor, composer in therapy, with wavy salt and pepper hair and glasses, holding your hand, listening to your words, but you're a fire-breathing dragon I feel like slaying because I hate people telling me what to do. And all over again, I'm 6, angry and confused, sitting in the corner after my teacher yelled at me for talking when she was trying to. And this time I can walk away or stay. So that didn't last that long anyway. So okay. Anyway. All right. This is Buzz. Blurry images of you in Peru, doing yoga, meditating, drinking coca de mate, putting potatoes in the earth, making dinner together, washing dishes in a bucket, long embraces, deep kisses, tearful goodbyes, then living my life. You marry, move, adopt. While having an affair in Argentina, your wife drowns in the bathtub. You remarry, have a child, divorce, visit me in LA, say you miss me, and when we ride the Ferris wheel, I realize you're not the same man I loved. We're still friends. He's in his 3rd marriage, 2 kids. He lives in Santa Barbara. He became an acupuncturist, But we met in Peru. He was a yoga teacher. But that's another story. Okay.
You lean towards professional.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. This is someone I met, like like a blind date, like through a personal ad, and he didn't tell me that he was disabled, and so well, I mean, just in a wheelchair. And so I wrote this poem. This is a long time ago. I was in my 20s. Okay. Gary. I saw him wheeling his way into Dawab and considered leaving where the exits were. How could I desert a man in a wheelchair? Helpless, watching the waiter help open the door, his eagerness while being led to my table. How would I greet him? I said hi, shook his hand, which works as a unit, not the individual fingers. He said, wow, you're so cute. Aren't papadums wonderful? Perused the menu, decided to let him choose, which is not my usual custom. Wanted him to be happy. Ordered potatoes and cauliflower curry and mushroom masala without butter. We spoke of poetry, swimming in the void, the accident which broke his neck, the time his elevator was out in his building and neighbors let him ride piggyback, how he was carried all the way upstairs at St. John the Divine to meet friends, how he travels freely and wants to visit Kathmandu. We left. I walked down Wilshire, pushing him up from the curb, the wheels turning, to his van with the electronic attachment to hoist his weak body up. Kissed him goodnight with pity and admiration. Drove home crying, remembering my father's, my sister's, my mother's paralyzed hands, realizing that I don't like being reminded of limitations.